That came off very easy, by the way. And let's see, rock chip. So, well, son of a... Hey guys, what are you doing, Crash? Mr. Einstein? Mr. Scary Halloween guy? Oh, look at Sackboy. And of course there's Bender. Well, welcome to the channel, guys. Or welcome to the channel for the first time, new deadheads. Today, we're going to take a look at the R39S. That's right. We're going to look inside and find out and verify, is it really a 3566? Well, let's dive in. Alright, deadheads, so let's get into this. So here it is, the game console, the R39S. We all know that the R36S really kind of kicked off this whole game console thing. And so when I saw this, I thought, okay, are they trying to go with a 4-inch version? Which would be smart, but let's see here. So first of all, nice texture on the box. Okay, so the box is decent. Looks pretty good. Right here, R39S. Supports 10 simulators, thousands of games, strong game processing, gamepad, 9 major and 10. So we have some errors there. It's not matching chip and TF card. This doesn't surprise me. On the side here we have our colorways. So we do have the white, the black, the purple, and the smoke color is what you'd call it. We got the purple here, 64 gig, purple. Okay, let's see on the back here. Do not disassemble the product if you're not a professional. Deadheads, am I a professional? I don't know. Do not place in strong light, humid environment. Do not indulge in games for a long time. Not suitable for under 6. Okay. We have some kind of sticker covering it up here. Let's see. Manufactured January of 2024, and this is just now coming out. That's strange. Okay. And then trading company. So I don't know. And I don't know why they covered up the back here. I may have to rip the sticker off because it says, you can almost see it. It still says on the box a 3566. So guys, I'm still calling shenanigans on this. I don't know. I don't believe it. There's no HDMI out port, and so we'll see here. But it's claiming to be the 3566. I'm gonna open this thing up. We'll find out. 3200 milliamp hour battery. So yeah, there's the box overview. So let's see what's inside. All right, and so we have it wrapped here. Let's see what's underneath. We have our typical case here, and oh wow, that's a wild cord. So let's take a look at this cord since it popped out. So it's one of those rounded cords. I don't know if I like that too much, but we do have USB A to C, and it's got the purple. So probably a good cord. It's a really long cord, so that's kind of nice. But yeah, it kind of unraveled here coming out of the box. But typical cord here. Looks like we have a screen protector, so that's nice. This is actually a decent looking screen cover protector. So we have a screen protector with our wipes. And here is our manual. Do we have it in English or is it just in Chinese, Mandarin? So I don't know. Let's see here. Here we go. Here's English. Instruction manual, appearance, view. So power key, blah, 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 earphone, TPC charge, typical, nothing of surprise here. Hardware, 4-inch IPS, 2 and 56, so Chinese and English. Not mentioning the CPU here, but it does say 4-inch IPS. Pictures in the manual. Small parts. Okay, so nothing real there, so let's get that to the side and let's take a look and see what we have here. And when I saw this on screen, I already did not really like the look of these color buttons, and this thing looked cheap. So let's see here, and okay, doesn't look nearly as horrible. Oh my. Look at the scratches on that thing. This almost looks like it was used. I don't know if the lighting's going to show that, but oh my, it is scratched up. So screen protector isn't going to do much if it's covering scratches. Wow, that's terrible. Can you guys see that? I don't know. That's really bad. So not a really good first impression. I already thought I would hate this D-pad. So let's go ahead and try this D-pad. First of all, it's pretty raised, so that's not too bad. It's just different. Maybe I'll like it. I don't know. Let's see here. Oh, it is loud and clicky and sticky. Yeah. Not digging the D-pad right away, not just because of a bias. It doesn't want to pivot either. Oh, this is bad, guys. Alright, so the D-pad stinks. Maybe it'll play better than it does like this. Yeah, it's I don't know, dudes. Like, we know what a good D-pad is, man. Come on, it's obvious. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Use a part that is acceptable. There's plenty of them out there. We don't have to keep trying to change, do we? It's like a big speaker right here in the middle. And then these buttons. Now these look better than I thought they would, and not too high, not too much of a height here. Let's see here. Oh, these are nice. Okay. Wow, so just like the D008 we just reviewed, this has really nice buttons. Okay, I like the buttons. They're marked here. You can barely see them instead of being marked on the top. It would have been better if they'd done like maybe white buttons, I don't know, or purple buttons to match. Let's see if they're connected. They're not connected. So they're not moving the rest of the buttons when I press it. So I like the buttons. Let's check out these sticks. Switch sticks. Yeah, switch style sticks. So feel very typical. Let's see if they're clicky. All right, so we do have L2 and R2. Let's try this. Okay, that's muted, not too bad. Wow, that's kind of quiet. Usually these are really loud. So sticks are acceptable. I like the buttons and I hate the D-pad. That's awful. Take a look at the side here, and this is a power and a reset button. And then we have a TF card slot, which is not populated. Okay, must be for the second slot. So maybe there's two slots. There are 2 slots. So here's our TF card. And let's see here. Volume up and down. And then of course, ta-da! The single L&R back here that's just freaking huge. Let's see here. It is loud. It doesn't feel too bad. A little see-through window here, which usually would have been the sticker here. Okay, so it's not there, so we can kind of see into the motherboard there. So nice frosted, and then it's clear. I guess they wanted that instead of putting the window. Looks like you can see the DC port up here. That does say TV. That says TV, but that's not TV. That's a headphone jack. So that's kind of mislabeled. I don't know if that's supposed to be HDMI out, but it's not. And I don't think, again, I'm going to be surprised if this is a 3566. And that says gamepad. So you have an OTG. So yeah, the color is very similar to that color we saw with the D008. The size of it reminds me sort of like the E5, a smaller version of the E5, or the R43 Pro. It feels like that, about that same kind of size. It's kind of nice to hold. So hopefully if this screen looks good and this is a real 3566 where we can put real custom firmware on it, this may be, if it's at $40, I think I got it at $45, this may be not terrible with sales if we can get this thing under 40. But let's see. We gotta see what software it is. The D-pad is my biggest concern so far, but things I like so far about it, I do like the buttons. The sticks are fine. I like how quiet that is, and the finish of it seems to be nice. So let's get this thing loaded up and try it. All right, as we boot up here, an R39S. The game is loading. Please wait. What are we gonna get? We're gonna get a good front end. Okay, so we have Emulation Station. Ooh, that's loud. Oh my. Okay, that's too loud. Let's turn the music off. All right, so zoom in just a little bit here. So first impressions, the screen is pretty nice and bright, so despite all those scratches I had on it. But it does look pretty good. Let's see, system settings, information. All right, so EmuElec 4.5. So unfortunately, this is like the K36. Although we do have a second slot, so I don't know. We're going to see here, but let's see if it's going to identify the CPU. Is it going to call it a RK3566? CPU model is blank. All right, deadheads, that's a warning sign. Why would it be blank? Okay, again, I'm calling shenanigans. So, 4-core graphics. Oh, look right there. Mali G31. Come on, guys. This is not a 3566. This is probably a 3326. Since it has the Mali G31, if this is identifying correctly. So, again, as expected, there's some shenanigans going on here. Let's see here. Everything else looks normal. VRAM. Build image catch. So, yeah, this is typical EmuElec, which is not the most awful. It just, you know, especially compared to what we saw yesterday on that D008, if I could have had this on it, this would have been much better. I would have taken this on that for $15 especially. So let's see here. Not connected to a network. Who wants to bet this thing doesn't have Wi-Fi? Let's see here. Sound settings. Let's see what kind of UI it has. So a few different UIs here. Yeah, we've seen that before. Some PSP. If this is a 3326, you know, PSP and Dreamcast aren't going to play all that great. They'll boot. Master System, Open Board, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Nintendo 64. PC Engine, so a lot of games on a 64 gig card, but yeah, I am not convinced that this is a 3566. Let's go into ArtPi. So just a little overview. So some decent themes loaded in here. I don't know if I've seen Crystal before. Oh, that's kind of nice. I kind of like this theme, so we'll leave it on this for now. So yeah, let's oh, N64. Okay, this is gonna be a train wreck, I'm sure. Let's see what we got going on here with N64. Sorry about the screen smudge here. So it booted it, but I'm not expecting a lot here. And let's see, what are we running? So we do have RetroArch at least. So that's not bad. We're running Parallel N64, okay. And this is, well, RetroArch 1.10, so it's pretty old RetroArch. So again, don't expect to play N64 on this. I know they loaded this on here. Let's see what else they have on here. This theme is not showing the games very much. Let me change my UI theme here. Got an Epic Cody. Alright, so what all they have on here? A lot of Turok. Try some Wave Race. And then we're going to open this guy up and see what's on the inside. based on how this plays, I'll tell you my odds on if this is somehow actually a 30.
Select your watercraft, please.
This was one of the best games on N64.
Welcome to Dolphin Park.
I mean, nowadays, the water effects are nothing, but back then, yeah. All right, it's playing okay. Okay, not bad. I still don't, I'm not going to believe this is a 3566 until I see it inside. But yeah, it's playing this now. This probably has some curated games if it is not a 3566. I'm not real familiar with this game on the 3326, but all right, so it's playing it. Screen looks good. 4-inch IPS, 640 by 480, so 4:3 ratio. So let's get this thing open up and see what's inside. All right, so let's get this little guy open. And what are you guys thinking? You think I'm gonna find a scraped off CPU in here that won't show anything? That's kind of what I'm expecting, that we're not going to be able to see what this is. But I've been known to be surprised before. I'm really disappointed, guys, that after the amazing R36S, which is still one of the best values, that no one has been able to really make another clone that is decent. The R46S has been the closest to being a good quality clone in the vein of what we've seen here before, but not really expecting. I mean, it really didn't blow me away like the R36S did. So yeah, let's take a look here. That came off very easy, by the way. And let's see, rock chip. So, well, son of a, look, guys, it's there. It's a 3566. It is not scratched off, unless this is a silk screened fake like we saw with our lovely 3568 in the Magic XU. But there you go, guys. It says it's a rock chip 3566. We'll see. I'm going to do some more testing here. But there's a look at the board. They didn't hide it. They didn't scrape it off. I can't tell about the battery. That's a big old battery, though. Let's see. I don't see HDMI anywhere. There's our OTG port and our DC port. I don't see a date on the... Oh, here we go. R39S, August 18th of 2024. So that sticker said that this was produced in January of this year, but it couldn't have been unless this thing time traveled. So sticker was wrong. You can never trust any of these. So there's your SD card on the right and your left. So we do have both. So yeah, I don't know, guys. I am not seeing a Wi-Fi chip here anywhere. Power, RST, or HDMI. So anyways, let's do a wrap up here and talk about what I liked and what I didn't like. And you can see when I plug the dongle in, I'm getting a signal, but if I actually go and try to get it's showing the Wi-Fi, it's showing the Wi-Fi, but it won't ever actually do anything, even though the icon is up there. If we go and we try to open themes, well, color me. All right, guys, it looks like it's finally doing something. Nope. Nope. See, it tricked me. I don't know what's going on. It may be the software. This does not have built-in Wi-Fi, but it acted like it wanted to work. But again, it shows an icon. It's just not working. Hi Deadheads, thanks for watching. Just wanted to take a moment to talk about today's sponsor, AliExpress, and this little guy. This is a USB Wi-Fi adapter. As you know, many of our beloved handhelds are shipping at the low end without any Wi-Fi built in, but they have Wi-Fi support. And this little guy right here is a good, easy, cheap solution, which allows you to add Wi-Fi to many of your handheld devices. Now, next month, AliExpress is going to have this huge sale that they have every year on 11/11. So stay tuned to look for more updates from my channel in regards to the coming sales, and get ready for the biggest sale of the year from AliExpress. I want to thank our friends at AliExpress for supporting the channel. Anyways, let's get back to the video. All right, a quick update. I actually did, let me get that hair out of the way. I actually did manage to get it to finally connect to the internet. But the problem is, now if I try to update, it does locate an update. But not enough space. So I'm making progress, Deadhead. So maybe this thing is going to be salvaged after all. Alright guys, so as I wrap up this video, again, I'm going to do a lot more testing on this, see if I can get some custom firmware going, verify this 3566, because not sure that I still believe it, but you know, you saw the opening of it and what it says here. But let's just do an overview of the things that I liked. Let's start with that. So I like the buttons. I like the sticks. I like the color of the shell. I like the shell material and finish. It feels good. The size of it is nice and comfortable. I think the screen looks good. The screen is bright. The color saturation is nice. It looks really good as far as the screen goes. That's about all that I like on this. There's a lot of things I don't like. For one, there's a lot of mistakes. So you can see here, this is labeled, let me get it where you can see it in the light here. This is labeled TF, but if you turn it over, this is upside down FT. I don't know if a camera's going to be able to capture this or not, but it's just labeled wrong. I don't think it has Wi-Fi. I tried to use my Wi-Fi dongle, which registered and acted like it connected, but I could never get it to actually download or connect anything, so I don't know if Wi-Fi is broken. I don't like this old OS that's on here for that as well. So that's something that can be fixed if this is a real 3566. I don't mind this back here. I thought I would hate, you know, missing the other two, but it's not all that terrible, really. So I don't mind that at all. I don't like, you know, this D-pad. This D-pad, it's trash. It's terrible. It has a lot of false diagonals. It's just not good. So the sticks were fine in playing. I like to play with sticks in a lot of games anyway, so no real problem with that, with playing with the sticks. So no real issue there with that. That being said, you know, the question is this a decent device at $45? And I don't think so. There's plenty of other ones. I'd rather spend $45 on Magic XU Mini M and their mismarketed CPU, because they made it right. So even though you're getting a bigger screen here, if you want a 4-inch screen, really the best 4-inch screen for vertical is going to be your Anbernic. You know, go with the Anbernic. Yes, technically the 3566 is a little more capable than the H700, but who knows that this is the real 3566, so there's no telling there. So really, if you're looking for a 4-inch vertical, yes, spend another $20 and get the Anbernic, which you're just going to get a superior device out of. But that's been a first look on my review of the R39S. So leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Is this something you might entertain picking up? I do have a feeling that this is going to go on TikTok like the R36S and probably be picked up by a lot of people that are just entering this hobby. But for me, I'm going to say pass on this for now. Maybe it'll get better, but it's just not where it should be. I don't think it's really worth the money in a crowded field. If this had come out a year ago, if this had actually come out last November, I would have been more impressed with this. But there's just too many better options at this price point for right now. And again, I'm waiting for whoever put together the original R36S. We need that same team to strike magic again, because all these other newer ones are just not good. They haven't been good. So anyways, remember to hug your loved ones and love your hugged ones, because tomorrow's never promised. And go out and vote. We'll see you next time. Dead Fred out.